and welcome to a video analysis of squat technique, comparing Scott to Scott. Scott has only recently started barbell squatting, so we're just going to have a look at a couple of things here. We can't analyze every single bit of his technique. The video may go a little bit too long. So what I really want to have a look at today is what is happening here at the lumbar spine, and the frame on the left-hand side is the one that I would like us to focus on first. So let's play this video at half speed and see what happens. Now the first thing we want to watch here is what is Scott's first movement? Keeping our eye on the left, and bang, there we see it. First movement is here, butt goes back. Now that's probably what we want to happen on the first movement, but what we then saw was this lumbar curve got quite a bit deeper. So let's just have a look at what happens on the rest of the way down the squat. As Scott comes a little bit lower, I'm going to pause this about halfway down, about here, and I'm looking at that lumbar curve, and I am thinking it's a little bit too deep. Now, just looking at the diagram straight away, I can pick up on one thing that I think Scott needs to think about, and that is, where is he looking with these eyes? His head is a little bit too upright. He's looking straight ahead, and really I want him to probably be looking down at a 45-degree angle. That's going to help straighten out his neck. It's going to allow him to drop his chest just a little. We don't want the chest to be down, but if the chest is up too high, it can create that excessive lordosis in the lumbar there. So let's just keep going down, down, down to the bottom of that squat. He's a little bit wobbly, as we would expect from someone who's just started squatting. I'm very happy with the depth of his squat for someone who's just started squatting, but again, I'm looking at the left-hand side and I'm thinking that lumbar curve is just a little bit too deep. The head is up too high, and if he just tilts that head and chest forward a little, then I think he's going to get a better result. Now on the right-hand side was his second rep, and I asked Scott to really tighten up his core here. I said, I really want you to suck in your belly button, activate that TA, as well as bracing your core. And I just wanted to see if that helped straighten out his lumbar curve at all. Now, if I have a look, the first movement is again, butt went back, but I didn't automatically end up with a massive increase in lumbar curve. And if I compare the two sides, you'll see there, the one on the right, he's got a lumbar curve, but not too deep. Let's come down a little bit. Go about halfway down. Keep going. Okay, let's compare those lumbar curves now. This is where the one on the left really looks a little bit too deep. The one on the right, I think, looks pretty good right now. So he's improved a little bit on that one on the right-hand side. Now, just to give you something to think about, Scott, for next time, I'm going to give you two angles here to have a look at that I'm going to try and draw in. They're only going to be approximate because I'm not filming from exactly side on here, but let's compare your trunk angle to your tibia angle. Now, they are looking actually really not too bad, sort of parallel, and I think you could easily afford to lean forward a little bit into your squat. I don't think that's going to upset the angle of your squat too much. Now, if you could just drop your head and chest maybe a little. You need to tuck that chin down. I shouldn't say drop your head. I just want you to tuck your chin down a little. And I think you'll have a pretty good squat technique for someone who's just starting out, and you can gradually work on adding a tiny bit of depth, but you don't even need to go a lot lower. I think that's looking pretty good for maybe a couple of sessions in the gym working on the squat. So well done, Scott, and you got a couple of things to go away and work on there.